We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They will start this drive with 4. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Express. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on. Hey, 734. Hey, seam 6.
Now a give, right side. It's 4. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's 2nd and 8. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you? Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Back to throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
We got snap.
On play action, no throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off here the 29. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week for the second point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I'm sure you hate the end result being a sack, but my question is, why are you going play action on 3rd and long anyway? No defense is going to respect the run in that situation. They're headed straight for the quarterback.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Someone else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Right there.
On 3rd and long, it's caught. He gets it to Brown, complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Raiders 14. Buccaneers nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Ready to break.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll toss it to Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it's bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's 4th. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They'll run on first down. Ford. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bucs' 42-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Safety's creeping.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Carr going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 28. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Down. 180. Go Chiefs. Let's go,
On first down, it's Ford. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
What now? 180.
Hargraves on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Buccaneers' 26-yard line.
On second down now, it's Ford. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the...
He's got daylight. The 30. Past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Down, 185, 54. I'm coming.
Carr now on first down. He's got it to Williams. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run on first down. 4. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Again, they turn to Ford. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. To throw on third down. Carr. And that will be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
No, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They're going to look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 3rd down, Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there in the coverage.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to go down again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right on the 30. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have. And what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Beck. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run it with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Now! 180! Hey, we're good, we're good! 180! Deuce right, chief!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Express!
Carr going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
To throw on 2nd down. Beck, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! Sack, baby! Sack!
An 8-yard loss on the play.
Let's go! HP!
Third down.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Raiders, it's an important win for their postseason.